Hello, book friends, and welcome to my September wrap up. My name is Nana, and I got a new mic, so yay me. The quality of my last videos hasn't been that great. I apologize for that. Hopefully, this mic will do its job a little bit better. I still have to learn my way around this, but hopefully, the audio will be okay. But yeah, let's get into my September wrap up. I was really in the mood for some fantasy for September. So I went with romantasy, and I read the first 3 books in the From Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And this is definitely romantasy with a lot of spice. I'm just saying. I gave the first book a 5-star, and the other 2 books in the series I gave a 4-star. I think there's like 6 or 7 books out, but I don't have access to the rest of the series yet, but I will hopefully soon because I definitely do want to continue this series. You follow Poppy, and Poppy is the chosen maiden in this world. She is chosen by the gods, so that's what she's been told. So she has to live her life in solitude in this palace. She lives under these very strict rules, and no one is allowed to talk to her or touch her or look her in the eyes. She has to be really pure for the gods for her ascension on her 19th birthday. And she's 18 when the series starts, and all she knows about her ascension is that it's supposed to help save the kingdom for the evil things that's going on in this world. And then she gets a new bodyguard, and that's where things are getting a little bit spicy, if you know what I mean. If you're not into spice, I would definitely not read this book. I can read about spice. It's not my favorite thing, but romance is usually what I go for, and I definitely like the romance. In this book, I like the yearning as well. It was really great in book 1. A little complaint is that she's only 18, and she definitely acts like a 25 or older person. So yeah, I think that in the romantasy world, there is a movement there to make the main characters older, and maybe they are like 20 in some of the books. Small steps, small steps. Anyways, it would just be nice to read about someone who is in their 30s, because then we have something for us old ladies. We also need a little romance in our life. Anyways, yeah, don't read this book if you're not into the spice. I'm just saying. I will also say it's definitely fantasy mixed with paranormal. And that was really weird, but also quite interesting. I don't want to spoil a lot more about the plot because I went to it blind and I really like that. And there's a lot of plot twist in these books as well. So it's all about enjoying all of the plot twists because there are a lot of things I definitely not see coming. And every book is like ending with a big plot twist as well. I do have a small complaint about the world building because sometimes it was a little bit difficult to keep up. And a lot of the names of the characters were really similar, and I definitely had to read some of the pages twice just to get it right. It's just some authors are just really great at describing the world building, and they do such a great job with making complicated world building really easy to understand. This was not so easy to understand, yeah. But anyways, I got it. It's just a small complaint. And that Poppy is only 18 when this series is starting. And the reason why I gave book 2 and 3 a 4-star instead of a 5-star is that the pacing were a little bit slower in those books. I can definitely see why, because you do need to get a lot of the world building explained, a lot of the history of this world explained, and that's why the pacing was definitely a lot slower in those books compared to book 1. I really enjoyed the pacing in book 1, but still, I cannot wait to continue this series. But again, book 2 and 3 were really, really spicy. So it's just a little warning. Anyways, I apparently I have read a lot of spicy books, and I do like them, but I don't like them because of that. I just wanted to put that out there. Anyways, a good series, really. I have seen it going around on Goodreads a lot, but not on BookTube. So I don't know why. Maybe because of the, like I said. Okay, I stopped talking now. Anyways, I read another standalone romantasy, and I think this is definitely YA, and this is adult romantasy, even though the main characters are the same age. Anyways, in this one, you follow Clementine, and in this world, nightmares are coming to life at every new moon, and some people in this world have magical powers. And Clementine and her father have magical powers, and their job is to fight the nightmares at every new moon. But then one day, two brothers come to their village, and they are challenging them for their jobs, and the brothers win the challenge. So Clementine is seeking revenge. Did I say this is called Dream Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross? And this is such a special edition. I really like it. It was a little bit hard to find at the library because the front says The Deceiver and the back says The Magician, and this says nothing. But it is called Dream Lie Beneath, and I think Rebecca Ross even signed this book. I don't know why my library has such a great edition of this book. Really beautiful. Yeah, there was a drawing, right? Yeah, it's just really, really great. But this is YA, and there's no spice in this. So if you're not into spice, maybe check this out. I did like the romance part of this book. It's not that heavy at all, but the yearning in it was still really, really great. I will say the magical system in this book is really vague. And if you're not into that, then I would not go for this book. I don't think vague magical systems are my favorite thing, but it was all right in this one. It really reminded me of Naomi Novik's writing as well, and her storytelling, this fairy tale vibe. I did enjoy that. I just don't think I can read a ton of these in a row, but from time to time they are quite all right. And I definitely think Rebecca Ross's writing was quite beautiful in this one. This was actually a YA romance that was a 4-star. That's been a while since I gave a YA romance a 4-star. They have let me down lately. I did read Divine Rivals last year by Rebecca Ross. That's a duology, and I gave the first half of the first book 5 stars, and the rest of the series was only a 3-star for me. But I think this was definitely better than that. I think Divine Rivals was a bit too much with the love language. It was a bit too like, oh, I love you so much, and I don't like that at all. That's too cringe. This was so much better with the love language, and the love interest in this book is really not that. It's more settled. That's what I wanted to say. But anyways, that's my September wrap up. I got through some very chunky books, but I only got through 4 books. But I think that's all right because of, the size of these. And book 2 and 3 are bigger than book 1. Hopefully I can get to read a little bit more in October, more than 4 books in October, but we'll see. And in October, I really do want to make a baking/reading vlog thing. And I do want to read some dark academia, spooky books, and some cozy witchy vibes books for October. So I am really excited about that, and I am hoping that I can make that baking reading vlog. It's my daughter's birthday as well, so I have to make some cakes as well with pumpkins, I think. And I also want to make a sourdough. I made that last October. I definitely do want to try that again. So yeah, I have to see how that will go. So yeah, that is it for me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that I will see you in another video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you don't, then yeah, okay. I will see you, hopefully. Bye.